broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown.
The impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here.
Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game.
There, he's got it. End zone. Touchdown, Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle.
Hello, people. It's your boy Cam back with another video, man. So, you know the drill. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing exponentially. 27,000 subscribers and counting, and we want you to be the next person to join our family. So, we are excited. We love the feedback that we're getting, and we're just going to keep on rolling, but we can't do it without you. So hit that like button and subscribe. So today we will be going over Total Pro Sports article, right? They put an article out. Shout out to those guys. They usually have some really good stuff. But this one caught my attention. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So they're talking about players from the 2024 draft that are going to be stars or busts. Now, fair enough, we don't really know because the sample size is kind of small, right? But I'm anxious to see who they had as a star and who they had as a bust. So, having looked at this article, so this is a fresh reaction. Just wanted to save it and then talk about it. So we're gonna be interested to see exactly what they have on here, but it should be fun, man. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. So let's see who's first on the list. All right, so we got Malik Nabers. So they say he's a star, right? And I agree with it. I agree that Malik Nabers is a star, right? And from reading this short paragraph, it says that he was in the worst position of anybody, and that's true. Having Daniel Jones as your quarterback to start the season is rough. It's rough, man. And then the turmoil between the coach and the GM, they're not really vibing. They don't really know what the goal of the team is. This was a crazy scenario, if you ask me. But somehow my man's got over 1,000 yards, went to the Pro Bowl, and it's a true threat for them. Now, you got to see exactly what they're going to put around them. The Giants are in a weird spot. They could go quarterback. They should go quarterback. They should move up. They just need somebody in there to throw him the ball. Get a good running back because the defensive line is good, in my opinion. I love Burns and I love Thibodeau, right? I think they still got Dexter Lawrence. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But last time I checked, I think they still got him. So defense is pretty good, especially up front. So be interested to see what they do. But I do agree with this. He is a star in the making, right? Even with this small sample size. All right, got to add there. All right, so they say Troy Fautanu is a bust at this point. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all, man. I think it's too early. But let's see what they say, man. Let's see. So it says he had a knee injury in August. And then September they shut him down for the season, right? So yeah, this is way too early. Way too early. Now, I will say this. So injury concerns early for an offensive lineman aren't ideal, but it's your first season outside of college. Maybe you went too hard in the early part of the season and it just kind of backfired. You go into this off season you find, I guess, a new eating pattern, you find a new workout pattern, and then you come into this season and really, really get things going on the right foot, man. But to say he's a bust, I don't necessarily agree. I think he just has to really look at things a little different coming into training camp this year, right? Either we slow it down or we speed it up at a certain point. I don't know. But I think it's too early. But injury concerns early for an offensive lineman aren't ideal. So I'm going to say indecisive on this one. I'm going to say indecisive because it could be a turn for the worst or it could be a turn for the best. I don't know. But I do think it's too early. But I'm going to say indecisive. Jared Verse, man. Jared Verse, Florida State, man. Defensive Rookie of the Year, man. Can you believe that? Wow. Defensive Rookie of the Year. He did his thing, and they got themselves a beast, man. Honestly, I wish that he could have played with Aaron Donald because that would have been a crazy combo. But we all know Aaron Donald retired and is probably going to get his gold jacket pretty soon. So, but this was a good move for them picking him, and he's already a star. He went through the transfer portal and got through to Florida State, right? So instantly a baller. Instantly. I think we picked him to be a top pick in the draft. I think we both, me and Brandon both picked him to be that high. And I picked him to be defensive player of the year in college. But hey, they did really good that season. Unfortunately, didn't go to the playoffs. But he is a star in the making, man. He's on a great trajectory to be a star, man. And all they gotta do is keep building up that defense. And it starts with him. He's a good piece. So definitely agree there. All right, Jordan Morgan. So they say he's a bust right now. And I don't know. Let's see. So obviously everybody's kind of comparing the offensive lineman to Joe Alt because he was so good. But I don't think that's fair. Let's see. So he had a shoulder injury early and it cut his season down kind of short. So, but I don't know, man. I think it's still too early. I would say indecisive, man. Indecisive. Because you didn't really see enough. Now, 25th overall is rough when it comes to drafting linemen and they getting hurt early. It's not good, but I still want to see a little bit more, man. You got you got a chance to really be good. So I'm gonna say indecisive again. I don't think you got enough to really judge him, man. All right, let's talk about Brock Bowers, bro. Now tell me, did y'all really think Brock Bowers was gonna do what he did this season? Tell me, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think anybody really thought he was gonna be this good with Aiden McConnell throwing him passes, man. Now, I thought he would have to share the tight end duties because they had another guy that was pretty good. I think his name is Mayer. But boy, Brock Bowers really turned up last season. So I don't think he's just a star. Like with Malik Neighbors, I think he's a superstar right now, bro. He's on a superstar X Factor trajectory, man. Like, bro, 112 catches, man. It's freaking insane. 1,000 yards is crazy production. So if they could get them a quarterback, whether it be free agency or the draft, I personally think they should get a guy right now because their team is pretty good. They got a pretty good defense led by Max Crosby. and all they missing is a quarterback. They got a new coach in there, and Pete Carroll. Get you a guy that knows how to just put the ball in your playmaker's hands, man. And Brock Bowers is one of them. So definitely, but I think he's on a superstar trajectory, not just a star, man. So shout out to Brock Bowers, man. He definitely clowned last season. All right, so they got Amarius Mims as a bust, right? I don't agree. I don't agree, man. Now, him being such a big physical lineman, we're talking 6'7", 340 plus pounds, bro. Like this is a man. Man. So you're gonna deal with some nicks and knacks, man, with a guy that big, right? But you know what? He's also gonna give a lot of nicks and knacks too, right? Now, obviously, Cincinnati had an up and down season, right? But I'm really, really excited to see what he can do next, right? Um, he's big time. He's a big guy, man. I think if they got him, if Cincinnati got a running back, right, a really good running game to go along with Joe Burrow's 5,000-yard passing, I think it would be good, man. You could really see him take a step forward, right? Obviously, he needs to work on his pass blocking, but you know what? Pass blocking in every sense of offensive philosophy is hard to do. It's hard for the running backs to pick up pass blocking, right? It's something that if you don't understand it, you have to really work at it, right? If you're a lineman, you have to work on pass protection as well, especially if you're surrounded by some other young linemen too, right? And for the most part, they really have a new line because they really fixed everything when Joe Burrow got hurt last season. So I think I would say I don't agree with this. I think he's right where he needs to be. And he just gotta get one, probably maybe slim down just a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. But whatever. If he don't have to slim down, this ain't no fat shaming thing, whatever. But I do notice that big linemen like that really have a trouble with faster defensive linemen. Like they could just go around them, right? But I will say that having him is an asset. Okay. And if they can get them a running game, it's a wrap, man. Cincinnati gonna be tough. Obviously, they got some receiver things they need to work out, man. But if you could use him going forward instead of pass blocking, you got yourselves a good lineman. So I'm gonna say I disagree with this one because I think he's really, really good. All right, so we got the curious case of Jaden Daniels, right? Let's be honest, people. Did you really think he was gonna be this good coming in? Like, be honest with yourself. Did you really think he was gonna be this good, rookie of the year good? I think everybody in their mamas was picking Caleb Williams to be rookie of the year. I think that was probably the easiest bet you could make. But Jaden Daniels said, "Hold my beer." Rookie of the year. If we were talking baseball, you probably got some MVP votes because he was just that damn good. They got to the title game, NFC title game, right? Eagles was just on a mission, but this guy fit what they was trying to do with the Commanders, right? New ownership, new coach, new vibes, new quarterback. Let's start completely over. Perfect guy to do it with. Good kid, good player, great start to his career. He's another one that's just not on a star trajectory. He's on a superstar trajectory, man. And unlike the AFC, man, the NFC is kind of wide open, man. for that top tier quarterback status, right? Right now, it looks like Jalen Hurts might be that guy over there. But it's wide open, man. Baker looking for that spot. Jordan Love looking for that spot. Jared Goff looking for that spot, right? But the NFC champion and the Super Bowl champion is the Eagles. So the top dog right now is Jalen Hurts, man. But I tell you what, if they keep building in Washington, you better watch out for Jaden Daniels, man. Not just a star, superstar, man. Gotta stop taking those big hits though. Gotta get down. Gotta get down, man. But other than that, my man's is good. Superstar status, man. All right, so Tyler Guyton, let's see. So he's a tackle. So they say he was trying to replace Tyron Smith, who was one of the best tackles ever for Dallas, right? But I don't know, man. No, I don't think he's a bust, man. I don't think he's a bust. I don't think Tyler Guyton's a bust. I still think it's too early. Now he didn't have any injury concerns, but you're replacing a legend like Tyron Smith. It's tough, bro. That's tough. That's tough. So you're under a microscope. That's like the person replacing Anthony Munoz, right? You know, Hall of Fame caliber type lineman, bro. Like everything you do replacing that guy, you're gonna be under a microscope, right? And you're in Dallas too, so they're under a microscope. So I don't necessarily think I don't think he's that bad. Not that bad, right? You're a rookie tackle, man, in a crazy situation where Dak Prescott gets hurt. So you really don't have your quarterback back there. So the line checks, everything's all out of whack, man. So just a really bad season for them anyway. But I don't think he's a bust though. I don't think so. I think there's a lot to be desired about Guyton, and we'll see. But the fact that he played all season is invaluable experience, man. You can't buy that anywhere, man. So I think coming in the next season, whatever Dallas does, they have a new coach. So I think there'll probably be some philosophical things that are going to change, obviously. And maybe it's a little bit easier for him. I don't know. But I can't say he's a bust just yet. But the fact that he played all season puts him at a higher level than the other guys, right? The other linemen that were on this list, like they seem like they had injury issues, and that's not a good look, which can make you think like, oh well, he's kind of a bust already because you're behind the 8 ball in terms of learning the position. But this guy, I don't think he's a bust, or at least not on that level of draft bust that maybe the other guys are, because he played all season, and that's invaluable experience, man. Once you get thrown into the fire, I think sometimes you either sink or swim, and we'll see if he can swim. But right now, he's doing a pretty good doggy paddle, so we'll see. Cowboys got a lot of issues to fix, though. All right, so Brian Thomas Jr., the other LSU receiver that was taken in the first round, right? Obviously, y'all know that him and Neighbors were really dominant in college. So, poof, right? They're just going to be good. LSU has a really good receivers, bro. Really good receivers, man. But it seems like their receivers get to go to the better spots all the time. All the time, man. We go back, me and Brandon go back and forth talking about who's wide receiver you, LSU or Bama, right? And my argument was the LSU receivers always go to the better spots. Just think about it, all right? Jarvis Landry went to, I want to say, the Dolphins, right? And they had an okay quarterback, right? I want to say that was Fitzpatrick, right? Capable quarterback to throw you the ball right here where you can catch it, right? And then you got Odell. He had Eli Manning, right? When he came in. So not a terrible quarterback, border Hall of Famer, right? Let's see who else was really good, man. Jamar Chase. Come on, man. You were Joe Burrow, the quarterback that was throwing you all the touchdowns, right? So then you got uh oh goddamn, I just Jefferson from the Vikings, right? Kirk Cousins, not a terrible quarterback. Then he had Sam Darnold, the Darnold train, right? Not not a bad quarterback, right? In fact, he had his career season, right? But when you look at the Bama receivers, look at look at the places they went, right? Right? The receiver that's in the best spot out of all those receivers that came out, right? The Waddles, the Judy, Ruggs, and Devontae Smith. That whole crew of receivers, right? So you start with Judy. Who was throwing him the ball in Denver? I don't know. Was it Russ? I don't know. Then you got Waddle, right? Tua was out half the games. Who was throwing him the ball? Jacoby Brissett. All right. Then Ruggs obviously had his troubles off the field, but before that, who was throwing him the football? Garoppolo. See what I'm saying? Then Smitty in the best position because he got Jalen Hurts, right? But they were saying he can't throw the ball. So there you go, right? And then before that, right, you got Amari Cooper, bro. Who was throwing him the ball in Oakland when he first got there? Shit, I don't know. Right? So that's my argument. But we talking about Brian Thomas Jr., man, and he's in a good spot. Another 1,000-yard receiver to start the year. He looked good, man. And the Jaguars are really a team to watch, right? They got a new coach. They should really go after offensive linemen in the draft to protect their investment. But defense, they look pretty good. They got Trayvon Walker. They got gosh, what's the dude name? I can't remember his name, but he really good. He just got big money too on the other side, on the end. So he's good, right? You got some pretty good secondary guys. So they are in a good spot, man. All they gotta do is fix the offensive line, man. And then this guy right here is gonna have another 1,000-yard season, man. So I look forward to seeing it. But he's definitely on a superstar track, man. But he's on a star track. We'll say Star Trek right now. But 1,000 yards to start out your career is pretty damn good, right? Oh wow, this is horrible. What the hell is this? Terrian Arnold is a bust? Really? What they say about him? He battled, never looked out of place effort wise. Blown coverage. 4 touchdowns. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, Jordan. Yeah, man. I don't agree with this at all, man. All right, so look, let's break this down, okay? Terry Arnold, obviously coming from Alabama, is a part of a very, very good um, lineage of defensive backs, right? There's been some hits, a whole lot of hits, but there's been some misses. And I've seen the misses. He ain't one of them. Detroit had hell of injuries last season, right? But they needed secondary help, man. Yeah, he gave up 4 touchdowns and he had a lot of tackles, right? Now, some people say that tackles for a defensive back isn't a good thing, but it's also an indicator that a dude is not scared to get his hands dirty. If you got a defensive back that's willing to tackle the running back on an outside toss or sweep or jet sweep or whatever, I like that kind of guy, right? I like a guy like that, right? If you've seen our shorts, man, it's been a lot of people that go back and forth talking about, oh man, Champ Bailey had a lot of tackles. That's not really a good thing. And I'm like, dude, yes, it is. To stop an NFL team from running, it takes 11 hats to the ball. That's my philosophy. 11 hats to the ball. That's where I was taught how to play football. The only way to stop a team is 11 hats to the ball. If that means your cornerback got to do it, that means your safety got to do it, don't matter. If we want to stop them, everybody got to do their job, right? So the fact that, yeah, he gave up some touchdowns, that's what it's going to be. You're a rookie in the NFL playing defensive back, all right? It's tough for that first year, man. Everybody ain't Sauce Gardner. And even Sauce Gardner got beat a few times, right? It happens. It happens to the best when you're playing the best in the best football league in the world. Biggest, the number one. You're going to get beat sometimes. It just happens. Them dudes get paid too. You ain't going to stop everybody. So I'm going to say no. Big no on this one, man. Terrion Arnold, I think, helped them in the secondary a whole lot more than he hurt them. Let's just say that. I think the injuries on the other parts of the defense really hurt them. Hutchinson is a big one. So with him coming back, I think Terrion Arnold will be okay. But I don't think he's a bust. No, don't agree with this at all. So, but yeah, man. So let me know what y'all think about this. Was I spot on? Was I not spot on? Let me know what y'all think, man, because I feel like some of these we rushing a little bit, right? The stars I feel like was spot on, but the bust I think we too critical. But let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Cam. Like I said, back with another video. I find articles that I want to talk about. I put it on there, talk about it a little bit, put some content out there. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let me know. Feedback. It's always good, man. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. See y'all Sunday on the live show. Peace.